Have you ever heard of a man who was supposed to be a raging brute, but in real life might have been one of ancient China's pretty boys? Yeah, I'm talking about Zhang Fei, the guy everyone thinks of him as a hot-headed, one chugging down muscle of the Three Kingdoms. But history tells us something juicier. Let's look at 5 facts about Zhang Fei. Number 1. The surprise pretty boy. So here's the shocker. In the records, when the Wu statesman Lu Su first saw Zhang Fei, he literally blurted out, "Wow, we've got our handsome Zhou Yu back home, but I didn't expect your guys to have someone just as good looking." That's right, according to history, Zhang Fei wasn't just scary, he was handsome too. Oh, and both his daughters later married the Shu Emperor Liu Shan. Back then, royal families didn't exactly let ugly brutes into the bloodline. Number 2, the snobby boss. Now here's a twist. Zhang Fei respected gentleman scholars, guys like Zhuge Liang, but when it came to regular foot soldiers, he was brutal. The history books say he loved gentlemen but showed no kindness to the common man. Basically, he was a boss who praises the managers but screams at the interns. And that would eventually come back to bite him. Because one day, his soldiers decided they had enough of their snobby boss and ended him. Number 3, the rich butcher. Now, when people say he was a butcher, they are not really telling the whole story. Forget the image of Zhang Fei as some random slaughterhouse worker. The man was rich. His family ran a full business empire, a butcher shop, a vineyard, and even peach orchards. So yeah, he wasn't chopping pigs in an apron for pocket change. He was running something like the Costco of pork and wine. When he met Liu Bei, he had money, land, and boots ready to invest in a startup. The startup of restoring the Han Dynasty. Number 4, not a dumb brute. And here's where the legend and history really split. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel makes him out to be all roar and no brain. Well, next to Zhuge Liang, he was certainly not unequal, but we can't all be Stephen Hawking. He wasn't dumb, he just maybe wasn't a rocket scientist. But he was a competent strategist in his own right. At the Battle of Changban, he didn't single-handedly scare away 1,000,000 soldiers. What he did was smarter. He cut the bridge, hid in the woods, and made sure Cao Cao's elite cavalry had no good ground to stand on. Result? The enemy backed off. Smart play. He also won battles by using hills and rivers to his advantage. He wasn't just a brute with a spear, he was a master of terrain. Number 5, the artist side. And here's my favorite fact. This butcher general also loved art. He practiced calligraphy and even painted beautiful women. Imagine it. One day, Zhang Fei is screaming at troops. The next day, his sketching portraits like, "Yes, tilt your head a little to the left." Perfect. If Instagram existed back then, he'd have one account for warrior life and another for Zhang Fei art lover. So next time you hear Zhang Fei's name, don't just think of the hot-headed butcher. Think of the rich, handsome, wine-dealing, art-painting warlord who helped shape the Three Kingdoms. He wasn't the cartoon brute you see in the novels. He was complicated, flawed, but also brilliant, a real human being.